things underway. And with that serve, and the ace! What a way to start for the Condors as they get the ace, and that will have them off and running. Krause's first ace of the campaign. Krause had 9 aces a season ago as he is into his second year with the team. This one gonna go long, however, evening us back up. We mentioned earlier, these two teams met in the quarterfinals with St. Clair winning in straight sets. That would put an end to the season for the Condors. However, Conestoga did win the 2 matchups that these two played last year. It's definitely going to be a great game on hand as this one, the reception off Belgrove. Good play and a save from Krause. Free ball sent over as that one leaked a little bit. Quickly trying to deposit it, and this one smashed home. That's going to give the Saints their first lead of the match. Picking up the kill was number 9 in the black jerseys. That's Zach Walls. Conestoga going to be in their white uniforms, and Saints in the black, which we just mentioned. Getting ready to go. Conestoga last season averaged 10.37 kills per set, as they were very dangerous offensively. A similar returning lineup for the men this year. We get set and are underway in this one. All knotted up at 2-2. Great matchup on hand as we get ready for this one. It's going to be an amazing matchup. These two teams, high flying, heavy hitting, great blocking, as this one going to land just out of bounds on the block from the Condors. Fanshawe and Mohawk have already started their seasons off on the right foot with wins over Redeemer and Niagara, respectively. They now sit 1-0 atop the West. This team for Conestoga has that one into the netting. Service error going to Arthur Richard. Conestoga plays with such passion and they have such a unified attack. There's a lot of big hitters on this team. Belgrove and Callan set to be 2 major parts of that Conestoga offense. You're also seeing on the defensive side, Krause does a great job of digging. Molink been rock solid all of last year as this one heads out of bounds. Back and forth to start this opening set. LeBlanc, the Cambridge native, a newcomer to this team. One of the middle blockers set to assist here with Molink as those two look to be big bodies up on the front line for the Condors. This one going to be a net violation. Back and forth we continue to go. As a team last year, St. Clair totaled 11.32 kills per set as their offense was clicking on all cylinders. This one into the stands, kept alive as Callan goes and gets it. Soft attack from Molink, gets it. Great play by Callan, never giving up on the play as he raced towards the sidelines right in front of the stands, keeping it alive. Molink volleying it over the block and right in on the line. His first kill and Conestoga's first. This one leaking back over. It'll stay on St. Clair's side. Good reception and dig from Belgrove. Backcourt attack from Callan, who will just miss the mark. Ket's coming back to serve now for the first time in this match. In his second year with the club, he played in 17 matches last year for the team, 56 kills, as he also had 4 assists going along with that. Oh, excuse me, 4 aces. As he will continue his tenure. St. Clair came into the postseason ranked 8th in the West and shocked the volleyball world, knocking out Georgian on the road. They would do the same to the Condors later on that month. But as we mentioned, Conestoga won the meetings between these two clubs, winning 6 of 7 sets played in those 2 clashes. Evan Kritz stepping back, talked to him pregame. He says this team is absolutely ready to go. Last season is in the rearview mirror. They've learned what they need to, and they are back. Great save from Hackbart getting under that ball. Quick transition to Callan, but it's received nicely by Ket. Back and forth, we continue to go. Lead changing hands a couple of times. It's going to now be in favor of St. Clair. And that's going to put back the ever-dangerous Cale Wilkinson. And punching it over on 2 was Kraus. We've seen him do that a number of times. This one going to go out of bounds. Wolink in his second year with the team had a great rookie campaign, 26 total blocks, as this one going to be rejected by LeBlanc and Kraus combined. That one rolling off of Kritz and down. Kritz serving as the team captain again this season. Sertosi now stepping back to serve in his 5th and final year of eligibility, as this one going over to Callan, who tries to shoot it down the line, just missing the mark. Callan still looking for his first kill. Sertosi played in just 8 games last year, as Tyrell Belgrove comes soaring through, and that's going to be his first kill on the season. He racked them up last year as he and Callan combined each surpassed 200 kills over the course of the season. Callan finished 5th in the league in that category, as they are a great 1-2 punch for the Condors, as that one flies out of bounds. Kwiatkowski, another 5th-year member of the St. Clair team, a very veteran group, spent a lot of time together over the past few years. They'll be looking for similar fortunes to make another deep playoff run. Belgrove lays over, gets it right back. Tyrell Belgrove off the touch. Belgrove cooking early on, quickly has 2 kills on 2 attacks, as that one going to tip off of a hand that hitting River Ruiz. Belgrove's first serve is going to go long, a little bit off the mark. That will send Richard back to do the honors now for St. Clair, as we battle in the opening set in the home opener for the Condors, as St. Clair made the trek down. LeBlanc will hit it off a block, and now this one gets through the block for the Condors. Set coming from Belgrove, going over to Callan. And again, St. Clair up to the task, and this one dumped right in by Walls. Now the number 9 for St. Clair, quickly up to 3 kills. Conestoga had a good preseason, winning their 2 matches by a score of 3-1 in sets over Niagara and George Brown. In that match against the Huskies, George Brown in that match there, Belgrove, Kritz, and Callan all look to be in mid-season form, as they combined for 31 kills in that match. As this one soaring out of bounds will go untouched, but it will be deemed a touch by one of our side officials. The level of preparation and training that these players have in their offseason also might be playing a little bit of club ball as they come in ready to go opening day. It's been a focus this season, very short. Players and coaches know that, as they have to get off to the right foot. Don't want to fall too far behind. Number of teams can't really have that struggle early on, as you can fall right behind and it may become insurmountable to come back from. Conestoga down in this one on your screen, 13-11, as Callan with a big serve, leaking back over, and Kritz dumps it right back. This time St. Clair ready for it. Free ball coming. Wolink, he'll be rejected. Now going to Callan, who shoots one through the block and kept alive by the Saints. Back and forth, we continue to go. Now Callan, he's got the kill. Walker Callan on the board. Only can keep him down for so long before he finds a way to contribute. And right there puts that one on a seam. Callan coming off back-to-back years of over 200 kills. His career best, 230. That coming in 2023-24 is Moling soft attack in front of a diving Saint. That's going to be number 12, Kwiatkowski. Moling just touches that one ever so softly and is able to get the kill, evening us back up. Conestoga continuing to rally. We play on. And Wilkinson with a big swing. It's going to be his second kill of the match. And the point returned right back to the Saints. That one going to go a hair along. Back and forth we continue to go. Both of these teams getting a little bit of a feel for each other. We mentioned Callan finished 5th in kills last year. It's him and Wilkinson very well acquainted as they have battled near the top of the leaderboard in the OCAA a number of times. Just going to put Evan Kritzbach. Great veteran presence for the team as he just misses the back line. It's a good looking serve from the veteran wearing number 3 for the Condors. Wilkinson had 265 kills also in that 2023-24 season. That's what we're talking about. Him and Callan absolutely on fire that year. That one into the net, however. Be a service error charge to him, negating any more serves coming in. And that's going to make a substitution. Bashan coming into the game now. It's going to be his first action in the early going of the season. Second-year player from Hamilton, one of the outside hitters for the Condors, looking to start his season off with an ace. Almost got it, but that play, however, kept alive by Ruiz. Gonna go to Belgrove, and he smokes one. Ruiz with a diving save. This one sneaks back over. Callan ready for it. Going back to Belgrove, and he's gonna be rejected. Battle at the net. Gonna be a free ball coming. And Belgrove rejects, still kept alive. And LeBlanc sends it long. St. Clair gonna win a lengthy battle. That's gonna bring Moling back in, but quickly be heading off for Hackbart as we continue on. Jonas Urtasi now to swing. That one going to be a service error charge to the 5th year. Now give the point right back to the Condors. Very tight opening set. You can cut the tension with a knife as we continue to play on. And he's got the ace. Kraus going to be picking up his second ace as he is doing very well from behind the line. He finished 5th in the league in digs, 131. Good numbers from their rookie center now in his sophomore campaign. Nice save from Kraus. Now to Belgrove. He'll roll it over top and a diving save again. Some good defense on display. Now to Callan. He'll smoke that one off and it will land. As giving chase there was Nick Kwiatkowski. Back set coming. Callan gets a good run up. Big, strong man smoking that one off of Ruiz. And Kwiatkowski unable to run it down. And that's going to get inside the block of Callan and LeBlanc and down. Conestoga still the 1-point lead. 18-17 our score. 4 different players on St. Clair in their 5th year of eligibility. Really just speaking to, like we said, that senior presence, having those veterans that have been there, gone deep in playoffs, have experienced the adversity. That's insurmountable, or excuse me, not the correct word on that one, but that's invaluable experience that can be added to this team. That's gonna be an ace! As Belgrove gets the ace, and that's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Sean Riomi. Well, we have a minute. Let's look at our keys to the game for the Condors. In talking with Coach Kelly McGuire, he really wants to play as well as the ladies did. They were able to win their game in straight sets, and following that up, there's a certain buzz and energy in this game. And they plan to use that. Conestoga, very good at home. They like to feed off of that home crowd energy, and having the ladies win that game has got this place rocking. They understand it's a veteran opponent. Be sure to manage their serve. It's going to be a key. Is that St. Clair can really do a good job getting on opponents with their serving. A lot of powerful swings coming from that side of the court. Conestoga looking to manage that with their receptions. And finally, just winning the serve pass battle. Mentioned earlier, St. Clair very good on that department. Seeing if Conestoga can pass the ball exceptionally well around the floor and transition that into some attacks. Belgrove continuing center, coming right off of that ace. Belgrove burst onto the scene for the team. He's into his 3rd year of eligibility, 2nd year with the Condors. Richard with a big serve. Hackbart right there. Johnny on the spot. Now going over. Soaring is Belgrove. And that is going to be a point for Belgrove as it hit off the block, then out of bounds. As Belgrove just looks weightless up there as he soars from the backcourt and just hammers that one right off of walls and down. A big swing from Wilkinson gets the point right back, not to be outdone, as he puts some oomph on that one. St. Clair trailing by 2 in this opening set on the season opener here at the Student Rec Complex. And it's going to be Walls back to serve. Already 3 aces. 2 players so far, 3 kills. That one going to be out of bounds as signaled by Chris Vale. And that is going to be a point for the Condors. And now Walker Callan stepping back to serve. Callan continuing to build. He had 32 aces in that storybook campaign, 2023-24 season. Is this one going to be blocked by Moling quickly? Now trying the other side, Chris trying to get it in. Cut shot. And it will catch the line. Pinpoint accuracy from the Saints as they trail by 2. Conestoga, good communication on the play, letting it know it's out. That gives their 3-point lead restored. Evan Kritz stepping back to serve. Mentioned earlier, his leadership, amazing. A terrific young man as he continues to be a great source of inspiration, always having good things to say about his teammates as he smokes this one into the net. Kritz had 78 kills last season on 214 attacks. A lot of receptions though, as he gets a lot of touches on the ball, does a great job controlling the speed, and is able to handle the pressure very well. Keep your eye on number 3 for the Condors. Moling shoots that one. It'll head and be kept alive, and free ball. Nice play there from Kowalkowski. Belgrove skies this one. It's going to stay in bounds. That one hit off the libero and a battle for it and put right back. Couple nice defensive plays. That ball leaked over onto St. Clair's side. And it is going to be deposited back. Now only a 1-point lead. Kelly McGuire going to take a timeout. And you see the St. Clair Saints bench, head coach by the 7-year man, Sean Riomi. Their keys to the game. It's the first game of the season, first meeting between these two clubs since last year. It's going to be new looks. Teams unsure what to expect. You do some scouting reports, obviously, but gameplay is definitely different. Just going to be able to focus on playing well, playing within their systems, being able to adapt when needed, depending on how this game shakes out. It's going to be the keys there for his squad. Like I said, a very veteran group. They have experience with this. A lot of them are set and hungry to go for this one. In the early going, Belgrove currently leading in kills. He has 3. That's picking up right where he left off last year. Richard and Walls and Wilkinson also with 3 kills as we continue on late in the first set. Anybody's opener as Wilkinson continuing to serve as he smokes that one. Good reception from Kritz. Belgrove, he'll be blocked. And that one out of bounds. Conestoga gets the point. It's going to be set point for the men in white. And stepping back, it's going to be Ben Molink. This one into the net, however. A softer serve this time, and that one hits into the mesh. 1 point still separating. Another set point coming for the Condors. As Sertosi. And that one into the net. Conestoga going to win the opening set. A score of 25-23. Conestoga has the early lead. Very close set all the way around. They will be able to edge the Saints in this one. We'll be back with more OCAA men's volleyball action in a moment. Let's look at the team comparison in that opening set for the visiting St. Clair Saints. They had 12 kills on 24 attacks, going along with 1 ace, no blocks, 10 digs. For the Condors, they had 8 kills on 22 attacks. They also had 3 aces, edging the St. Clair Saints in that department. No blocks as well, 6 digs. As we get set for the second set between these two teams on the floor is going to be Kraus, Kritz, Hackbert, Callan, Belgrove, and LeBlanc. Kwiatkowski set to get things going for the Saints as they look to even it up. Big swing, Kritz up to the task. A big swing, and Belgrove gets the first kill as he smokes that one off of one of the Saints and went right back over out of bounds. That one going to get in on the hands of Ruiz. He was able to get his hands up, sending it right back. Conestoga strikes first. Nice play from Kraus, digging that one out. We mentioned he is a big part of that. This one heading out. It's going to be back-to-back points for the Condors. See Kraus attack the line on the first one. He almost got the ace on this one. It's going to leak back over. Conestoga going to Callan. It's going to be blocked and will fall in bounds. Callan elected to let it drop. And this time in bounds it goes. That's going to be the first point for the Saints. 2-1, Conestoga has the lead. This is going to send Arthur Richard back, the Woodstock native. Catching the top part of the net, will be a service air charge to him. Belgrove in his rookie campaign, 13 aces, along those 201 kills. However, this one heads into the net. Another back and forth set as we are here in the second. Conestoga up 1-0 if you're just joining us. Dave Shulkeski bringing you OCAA men's volleyball action here on the home opener for the Condors as this one heads out of bounds. LeBlanc stepping back to serve now for the Condors. See if he has some magic, looking for his first ace. Going over, nice dig from Belgrove. Conestoga now master attack to Kritz. He'll be rejected. Quick reset as that one got a little bit behind Sarosi. And a free ball now for the Condors. Going back to Evan Kritz. He got the kill! The killer Kritz back at it again. Went to him a couple times on that point. And Evan Kritz deposits one, be his first kill on the season. This one going to be smoked by Wilkinson, responding very well. Conestoga leading by 2, and that's going to be an ace. Ace there for Calvin Kett. See a little smile on his face, crept his second of the match. He's got the 2 aces for the Saints so far. And back to back he goes for Kett, and he evens it back up. Calvin Kett looking good in his tenure serving. As he's going to be rejected from having 3 by Hackbutt. Going over to Callan. He'll be blocked inside, however. That'll be a point for the Condors as Sarosi as well as Wilkinson went up trying to reject the attack from Callan. but it's going to be number 10 winning this battle. Now Walker Callan stepping back for the Condors. Soft attack, perfectly placed, right in the soft spot on the defense. Ben Moling. That was executed to perfection. Great kill for number 12. And a big swing from Wilkinson responds as these two go shot for shot again. Conestoga had 2 members named to the first team All-Stars, that being Belgrove and Callan, as they continue to be a great 1-2 punch. That one kept alive by Ruiz. Joust for it at the net, and out of bounds it goes. Molink was also named to the second team All-Stars. All 3 of those players returning. Conestoga also had 2 on the rookie team, Kraus and Molink. A lot of all-star potential on this roster. Each of them in the starting lineup for the Condors here this afternoon. That serve going to go just a bit long. So we continue on here in this second set. Conestoga with the narrowest of leads, up by 1. And Sertasi going to go back. And back-to-back service aces, or service errors, pardon me. Gonna send Ben Moling back. Called his name a number of times as he has been rock solid, forming walls and rejecting opponents' attacks. He might have the ace. No, it'll be kept in by Ket. Free ball. See what Conestoga goes with, who they'll target. And it's Belgrove. Is that hitting off a hand? Still alive. Good reach from Moling now to Callan. Kwiatkowski, part of the second team All-Stars back in 2023-24, as his teammate Wilkinson was a first team All-Star. And a huge swing, LeBlanc! And that's going to be LeBlanc's first kill in the OCAA, as he has the Condors up by 2. Looking Belgrove, he rejects them! With emphasis, Tyrell Belgrove! He rises up and says, "Not today!" As that's a big rejection for the young man. That one tipping off Belgrove. We continue on. Here comes Belgrove again. He'll be stopped attack, and he will get it. There's a net violation going to be called by Calvin Yee. And that will have a timeout taken by Coach Riomi. Conestoga up by 4 on a good effort from Belgrove on several different plays. You can see the smile on his face. This man just loves to play volleyball and soaks the moment in every time, continuing to be a difference maker for the Condors. Players back onto the floor. We are ready to resume. Conestoga up by 4, 12-8 our score. Yannick Kroos continuing to serve for the team. Kroos surpassed 500 assists last year, 543 total, as he averaged over 8 per set. Been so dynamic as the setter for the Condors. This is going to be a point for the Saints on a big swing. Hackbart seeming to be the target of a number of attacks. Callan crossing up the defense. They were ready for it. Wilkinson, he'll be rejected. Wall's coming to play it. And that hitting off the antenna out of bounds on the attack from Wilkinson. You're seeing Hackbart being targeted a number of times on the serves. He's doing a great job receiving it, handling that pressure exceptionally well. It's a focus for the Condors, and the key to this game is just being able to handle that service pressure. So far, so good for the men. Diving save from Wilkinson. Going back over to Callan. He'll hit it off the block and unable to run it down as Ket and Kwiatkowski in on the play. Belgrove stepping back to serve. That one rode up a little bit on Wilkinson. He has a perfect give and go, hitting it off the block. Hackbart calling for it. And here goes Belgrove. Keeping it alive was Ket. That one skied near the roof. We saw last year Belgrove actually hit it off of a player and hitting the roof. And that's going to be Callan with emphasis. Walker Callan another kill as he continues to swing with such freedom. Playing very loose right now as he's going to add another kill to his total. Him and Belgrove each with 6. Belgrove, nice dig. Players converting that one, going to have a little miscommunication between Kroos and Hackbart. Will give the points for the Saints. Also serve another good reception from Belgrove as that one hitting up the block, kept alive as we continue on. And players colliding into the side of the net, and it will be rejected by, no, it's going to be a kill for LeBlanc. He continues to have a good game, picking up his 2nd kill. Puts him in the spot for 3rd right now. Now it's LeBlanc to serve. Antoine LeBlanc in his first year standing 6'5". And a quick attack gets the point right back for the Saints. Calvin Ket, his sophomore campaign with the team. So he got into a lot of action in January, playing in each of the games for the team. Big swing from Callan and another kill. Walker Callan have a game. He's going to step back to serve. We take a look at his latest kill. And it's just so hard to defend him. He can unleash a shot so quickly. And just the elevation he gets. Quite a tall man, standing 6'4", plus his elevation with his vertical. As this one going to miss the back line. And another timeout will be taken by the Saints to be their 2nd. As Conestoga widens the lead to 7. We'll be back in a moment. into this one. Callen with a big swing and coming right out of the timeout. He will have a service error. And that gets the point for the Saints. Wilkinson stepping back. The Saints even splits at home and on the road, finish with a 6-game winning streak. As that one's got near a good reception from Kritz again. This one going over to Kritz, untouched, and be out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the Saints. Saints had 146 aces a year ago. This one by Wilkinson heading out of bounds as he continues to look for his first ace. So far 3 aces for St. Clair, all coming from Calvin Kett, who has been on fire from the service line so far in the match. Kritz got under that one as it flied out of bounds. Back and forth we continue to go. Conestoga looking to take a 2-0 set lead. Thomas into the game to serve. This one leaking back over and will be put right back down by Richard. Recognize the play, Richard picking up his 4th kill. Back and forth, we continue to go in this one. Being treated to some great volleyball. Richard in his 3rd year of eligibility here in the OCAA. Conestoga mounting attack getting over to Callen. He's going to be blocked. Big block, and the message clearly working coming out of that timeout for the Saints as they have cut the lead to 3. This one into the net from Bashan. As we continue on in this match. Mullen going to head off Hackbarden. He's been very good defensively. Number of receptions so far for him. He's been able to handle the ball exceptionally well, doing a great job taking care of it. Has 6 digs to go in this game as well. A diving save thrown back over. Conestoga mounts their attack, kept alive. That one rejected by LeBlanc. Here comes Callen. And Walker Callen gets the point, putting it inside the block. Quick correction in terms of last year's home and away splits for St. Clair. There was a technical glitch. They did split, but it was 3 and 6 home and away. As this one going to be blocked by the Condors as we continue on. Thrown back over and down. It's that one over top of the head of Kraus. 3 points separating these two. St. Clair looking to claw back into it. Focus at practice ahead of this game is coming ready day 1. We talked about that earlier. You can't afford to take nights off in this league, and you can't afford to start slow. It's a very short season. Got to go right from day 1. That's what they're looking to do. As that one hitting off of Kett and down. Another kill for Belgrove. Belgrove gets a big kill. Much needed for the Condors, his 7th, now hitting at a percentage of .538. Conestoga within 3. This one leaking back over. Hackbar plays it now. Conestoga going to offense. And it's LeBlanc. LeBlanc wearing number 11. He's got his 3rd kill as he's had a couple targets in the game, converting again. Crows quickly up to 21 assists on the campaign. So we continue on a big swing from Belgrove, just missing the line. Crows finished second in the league in assists per set. In the 18 games he played, 8.67. That was tied for best, actually, as that is going to be an ace. And St. Clair not done yet, trailing by 3. Walls continuing to serve. See if he is able to string some serves together. It's coming off that ace. Hackpark following it forward. Here comes Callan. And it'll be set up. Where were they going? It's Wilkinson. He'll be blocked, but it will fall out of bounds. Now the Saints got some momentum, and trying to disrupt that is going to be Kelly McGuire taking a timeout. 23-21 we go in the season opener for these two teams. And they are treating us to some great volleyball. A lot of big swings, a lot of great defensive plays. We're going to have more in a moment. Timeout over. We are ready to resume. Conestoga looking to close this one out. See if they can take a 2-set lead here at the Student Rec Center. Up 23-21 as we resume. Walls continuing to serve. That one nicking the top part of the net. Kept alive. Diving save from Kritz. Callan has to readjust, and he smokes it. Walker Callan steps back and unleashes a ferocious kill. We get a look at this one. See the quick adjustment by Callan, steps back, putting it right in front of a couple diving Saints. That was a big kill for the Condors. Set going over to Wilkinson. It's gonna nick off LeBlanc as he tried to duck out of the way. Conestoga another set point. It's going to be Ket back to serve. We mentioned he has those 3 aces so far. Would love to get his 4th. So I'm going over to Mulling. Diving save from Ket. And it'll head out of bounds. Conestoga able to starve off a surging Saints team. They will win it by a score of 25-22. Now go up by 2 sets. It's been 2 exciting sets here at the Student Rec Center. You're not going to want to go anywhere as the 3rd will be coming up momentarily. It's OCAA men's volleyball action. Well, we have a minute. Let's have a quick look at some of the highlights from that second set of action. third set to get underway here at the Student Rec Center. Conestoga up by 2. Our scoring leaders to this point. Walker Callan, 9 kills, followed by Tyrell Belgrove with 7. Gail Wilkinson for the Saints with 8. Zach Wallace 5. Arthur Richard 4 as we get ready to go. Conestoga looking to win it in straight sets. Get it Kraus to get things going. Kraus was looking for another ace. As we are underway, it will go untouched. Conestoga strikes first as they look to try to close it out. Love to start off season with a win. Conestoga had some preseason success. It's the new team. That's something to keep in mind. A lot of returning players, but still, it takes a little bit to get used to each other, understanding where each other plays on the floor. But confidence is key. Having those 2 wins coming into tonight, you're feeling good about yourself. You've had some success in the preseason, and now this game is going to be a step up. A very tough opponent on the other side of the field, or the floor, excuse me. And this is going to be definitely a step up from preseason Conestoga so far. Looking good as this one out of play. Mentioned last year, St. Clair beat Conestoga, and there might be a bit of a chip on the shoulder of the Condors the way they're playing, but that game definitely out of their mind. They're focused on the here and now as we continue on in this match. And Conestoga gonna get the point. Belgrove picking up the ace. That's gonna be his second of the match, as Kraus and Belgrove each with 2. Gives the Condors 4. Almost having another one, as that one had some steam on it. Nice play from Kritz. Attack, and that's set back over by Hackbird. A little bit of miscue on the reception, tooling it off the block and out of play. St. Clair responds. Great reactionary play from Evan Kritz as he kept that point alive for a bit longer. So he was able to run it down. Just the awareness and the volleyball IQ you're seeing from Evan Kritz is just the years of experience. A lot of that going around this Condors locker room as it is out of play. Point for the Condors. It's going to send LeBlanc back to serve. Very calm and composed in his first game in the OCAA regular season. And that one hitting off of the block and out of play again. Now St. Clair trailing by 1 in the early goings of this third set, looking to bounce back, trying to force a fourth. We continue to battle here. It's Anish Kutsky bringing you OCAA men's volleyball action here on the home opener for the Condors as Callan hits that one and Walls unable to run down. Kowalkowski also in, trying to track that loose ball down. Walker Callan going to get the kill. Gives him an even 10. Going cross court to Wilkinson. Belgrove diving save. Callan running it down. And gets it over to Kritz, who will volley it over. And Wilkinson smokes this one down, leaving no doubt. This one going to be into the net. Miscue off the serve from Ket. Conestoga's 2-point lead restored. That's going to send back Kritz. Evan Kritz. This is his 4th year in the league. Great kill numbers in the first 2 rookie campaign. His career high, 145. Followed that up with 136 effort. His role transitioned a little bit last year. Still amassed at 78. He's a lethal hitter for the Condors. Kraus going to get there, and Conestoga going to get the point. Crits continuing to serve. Almost got the ace. This one leaking back over and punched by Wilkinson, who will run into the net. And Conestoga now up by 4. And that is going to be the first timeout taken by Sean Riomi. As Conestoga continue to roll off some nice serves from Evan Crits. Crits continuing his tenure serving. He has totaled double-digit aces in each of his 3 seasons. He's very experienced as Kraus gets it! In a joust at the net, Yannick Kraus soars up and gets his first kill of the season. Yannick Kraus continuing to have good success as he's another one of those sneaky Condor setters. You saw it all last year. Also on the women's side, same thing with Althea Rabano, as Kraus, a very dynamic setter for the team, can hurt you in a number of ways. As this one getting over top of the block and put right back down by Thomas. Cale Wilkinson, OCAA Player of the Year a couple years ago, looking to get his team back into it. Going over to Belgrove. And Moling tries to put it back over, but a net violation or double touch going to be called on that play. Lead cut to 3. Wilkinson continuing his tenure. Crits with a nice reception. Kraus trying to go over and it's kept up. And moving forward, Belgrove, no, Molink. Conestoga keeping it alive. Free ball now for St. Clair. Couple nice defensive plays from the Condors, keeping this point alive as they look to attack. And it's going to go long. Conestoga weathers the storm, and they will secure the point. Wilkinson, that ball leaking back over. Diving save from Ket. There's Orthodox, and see if this one stays in bounds. Diving save from Molink, and Khaled shoots. And he will get the kill. Walker Khaled with a head of steam flying up. Jumping and getting the kill. Add another one to his total 11 as he's hitting 350 on the afternoon. Crits ducks out of the way of a sizzler, and that is going to be another point for the Condors. Attacking miscue from St. Clair as they hit just under 300% last season, having a little bit of trouble finding it right now. It's going to be a substitution for the Saints as Bardwa coming into the game. And it's going to be the ace! Big Ben back in Kitchener! Going to be a clutch ace for Molink, his first of the season. Gives the Condors 5 as a team and extends their lead. That's one gonna fall just inside the line. And that's gonna give the points back for the Saints. 13-7 we go, and it's gonna be number 7 now having the service. It's gonna be Liam Thomas, a 4th year from Barrie. Again, Hackbart been the focus, and that's gonna fall in. Beautifully done by Belgrove. You've seen him swing with some force time and time again, this time rolling it over off the block. Just that creativity and uniqueness that Tyrell Belgrove brings to the game. Going with his left hand, sort of went up with his right, switching hands mid-air and got it to work. As Ket swings, Chris got it, giving chase. Callan keeps it alive, now to Belgrove. Still up, nice play from Hackbart. As Conestoga continuing to battle, that tooling off the block. Crit's unable to run it down. This Condors team is very fun to watch right now. Continuing to extend points, gives their offense an opportunity to try to create something. This point going the Saints' way, nonetheless, great effort from the Condors. 14-8 our score here in the 3rd set. Conestoga up 2-0. And it's going to be Kwiatkowski back. He's one of the 5th years on this team. Almost got the ace. Diving save from Chris. Another nice play from him. Called his name a number of times. And it will fall in as Yannick Kraus gave it a look, just catching the back line. The Essex native standing 6'2", continuing his tenure, looking to try to get some points back on the board for the Saints. They trail by 5. Good reception from Belgrove. Creates some offense, but it's going to be rejected. And it is, that's going to be Zach Brick Walls. Saints looking to claw their way back. Belgrove, big swing. That one off the block and down. Tyrell Belgrove's got another one. He's up to 8. Good reception from Kraus. There's the set. Going over to Critz. He'll hit it off the block. Kwiatkowski able to make a play on it. Kept alive. They're going to go over to Belgrove. And it's blocked. Walls will play it. And this one falling out of bounds. Ket gave it a look. He was unable to reach across. Conestoga up by 6. They're continuing to fire on all cylinders in this match. Belgrove continuing his tenure. I'm going to go just long. Belgrove average 0.21 aces per set. Just with such force, that ball gets on you in a hurry. Have to be ready to attack. And that's going to send Bardwa back. One of the 5th years Brantford native. He's now into the game, getting his first serve. And that went over to LeBlanc. He'll be turned away. Belgrove there. Joust for it. Callan putting it back over. And that band going to fall just in front of Hackbart. And a big swing for Zach Walls, getting his 7th kill, still up to 500 hitting percentage. Is that going to be a point for the Saints as they continue to look to even this one up? Key players for the Condors so far, and they've been producing. Callan and Belgrove 11 and 8 kills so far, as Evan Critz got the kill. Those two, Callan and Belgrove, very tough when they are going good, near impossible to stop. But that time, Critz, another lethal hitter for this team, able to get the kill. Also a key part of Conestoga is just the passing, be able to handle the serve pressure. They have done so here this afternoon, doing a great job. Part of the reason they have the lead. Belgrove, Johnny on the spot. He's got that one. Here he comes. It's going to hit off LeBlanc and out. St. Clair continuing to hold on to that 4-point as they are looking to try to battle back. It's going to be Walls. Walls has one ace on the afternoon, 9 points. He's tied for the team lead with Wilkinson. Another player playing with such passion as this one catching the net, and it will be a point for the Condors. Walker Callan, a year ago, averaged 3.4 kills per set as he just racks him up, and that one put back by Molink. Great recognition from Molink, saw that ball leaking a little bit. Good awareness, and he puts it right back down. Leaking back over, Conestoga came out their attack. Kraus jousts at the net, and he's got it! Yannick Kraus, another kill! It's Conestoga continuing to roll here in the third set. Nice play from Kraus as we'll have a look. See this ball just leaks back over. The volley and a battle. Kraus going up against Wilkinson. And it's the setter winning the battle against the big man. All set to resume. Allen ready to go. 13 our score, up by 7. Go the Condors as we continue to play here in the third set. Big swing. And that one skied up in the air. And it's going to be blocked by Molink. Still up. Conestoga now come out of attack, going over to Kritz. He was going to be rejected by Ket. Conestoga currently leading in the kill department 32-29. Very close game offensively. Hitting percentage a slight favor in Conestoga as well. Diggs the exact same as Kraus coming to play. Trying to go over to Walker Callan, and he's going to be blocked. As Wilkinson in on that one. And that's the 6th block for the Saints to Conestoga's 1. Key part of their defense, as there's been 6 different players with a block in the match for St. Clair. Set, and Molink tries his luck. He'll be turned back. Ket fires. He's going to volley it over now, going back to Kritz. Evan Kritz tooling off the block, kept alive. Diving save made by Bardra. Off of Hackbart and down. And the pushback from the Saints as they trail by 4. Give and go, Kritz and Kraus, and Evan Kritz got the kill. Great passing play, nice set from Kraus, and Kritz says thank you very much, and he will add another kill to his total up to 4. And now it's Kritz sporting his signature bandana, ready to go. Taking back over. Belgrove hits off him. Akbart from a knee. Moving it over Kraus and sent over. Little disco play as it's going to hit off Hackbart and down. Kelly McGuire going to take a timeout. It'll be his first. There's going to be 1 timeout remaining as still the 4-point lead held on to by the Condors. as they look to bring this one to a close. Very back and forth match as the first two sets ended 25-23, 25-22 in favor of the Condors. So we were going to step aside for a moment, be back more with this third set of action. Coming out of the timeout, let's see what the message was given by the head coaches. Wilkinson continuing to serve. Number 18 in black is ready to go. Hope you are, because we are back underway. And Tyrell Belgrove in a bell groove as he gets a much needed kill, restores a 5-point lead for the Condors. Bashan back to serve. He's had his number call. Has that one into the net. Now bring Moling back into the game momentarily as Hackbart quickly subbing in as the libero. We continue on 22-18 our score, bringing you the season opener between the Saints and the Condors. If you're just tuning in, Conestoga up 2-0. As this one into the net, service air charge to Thomas. That's going to send back Crows going right back to the start of the game. He opened it up with an ace to go on his line. Also 2 kills, 30 assists so far for the young man. He will also add another assist or another ace later on. This one not going to be an ace and intercepted. Moving on, and it's going to be blocked. Nice save from Ket. Conestoga running there. It's going to be Kritz volleying it over. Callan, not this time. A miscommunication, and it's going to be bumped over, from Kraus. And a block. Quick reset by the Saints. They'll try their luck on this side. Kraus for it. And Walker Callan, that's going to hit off him and down. As the block there hitting off Callan, then out of bounds. 2-man wall forming good for the Saints as they reject that Condors attack. Set, give and go, back to Belgrove. And Belgrove got it. Match point has arrived for the Condors as they lead 24-19. See if Belgrove can close it out as he's now into double-digit kills, picking up his 10th. And just missing the line as that one had a vapor trail on it. Just missing the back line. Sahil Bardwa now back, standing 6-3 as the outside hitter position, looking to extend this game. Belgrove volleys. One hand is set and put in by Callan. He got it. Conestoga wins. Condors flying high, wins it in straight sets. And they'll start their season off in the win column. Don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to have a post-game interview momentarily as the Condors win it in straight sets, winning that one 25-20, and they will complete the sweep. with Yannick Kraus. Yannick, you guys came out firing 36 kills, straight sets victory. What was working well for you today?
I think we just really put the hands in our big hitters. We got a deep court today, and I think what was really important was that we knew that this was a team that kicked us out in the playoffs, so we came in this gym with a lot of intensity today, and we really tried to make sure that our first game was going to be much better than last year, a better start to the season, hopefully a better finish. So that's what we were going for today.
It's a great finish. Now your next game against Fanshawe, didn't have success against them last year. What do you have to do to get ready for that one?
We're really going to try to keep working on our middles, right? We got some big middles, big power there. Today, unfortunately, they're St. Clair's big serving team, so we didn't get much of them. But I think that's going to be the difference against Fanshawe.
Perfect. Yannick, thank you very much for your time. Go enjoy your win.
Thank you, thank you.
That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. Conestoga opens the season with a win, 3-0 in terms of sets, getting the sweep done. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. From all of us here, I'm Ada Shulkuski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will see you next time. Hello everybody, Aiden Shulkuski welcoming you into the Student Rec Center in Kitchener, Ontario as the Condors get set to open up their season at home, taking on the Saints of St. Clair. The Condors finished fourth in the West last year with a 12-6 record, but would fall in the quarterfinals to this very team from St. Clair. Bit of a redemption story forming in the opener of the 2025-26 season. We're gonna find out. It's the Condors and the Saints in OCAA men's volleyball action next. Starting lineups being announced. We take a look at our officials. It's going to be Calvin Yee as the down judge, Chris Vale up, and manning the line is going to be Jordan Vang and Maya Marway. We are set to get things going. Starting lineup for the visiting St. Clair Saints. It's going to be Richard Ruiz, Ket Walls, Kwiatkowski, as well as Wilkinson, and rounding it out with Sertasi. Conestoga is going to counter with Kritz, Hackbart, Kraus, Callan, LeBlanc, Molink, and Belgrove. This is shaping up to be a great matchup. It's going to be Yannick Kroos, the Conestoga setter, to get things underway. And with that serve, and the ace! What a way to start for the Condors as they get the ace, and that will have them off and running. Kroos' first ace of the campaign. Kroos had 9 aces a season ago as he is into his second year with the team. This one gonna go long, however, evening us back up. We mentioned earlier, these two teams met in the quarterfinals with St. Clair winning in straight sets. That would put an end to the season for the Condors. However, Conestoga did win the 2 matchups that these two played last year. It's definitely going to be a great game on hand as this one, the reception off Belgrove, good play and a save from Kroos. Free ball sent over as that one leaked a little bit. Quickly trying to deposit it, and this one smashed home. That's going to give the Saints their first lead of the match. Picking up the kill was number 9 in the black jerseys. That's Zach Walls. Conestoga going to be in their white uniforms, and Saints in the black, which we just mentioned. Getting ready to go. Conestoga last season averaged 10.37 kills per set, as they were very dangerous offensively. A similar returning lineup for the men this year. We get set and are underway in this one. All knotted up at 2-2. Great matchup on hand as we get ready for this one. It's going to be an amazing matchup. These two teams high flying, heavy hitting, great blocking, as this one going to land just out of bounds on the block from the Condors. Fanshawe and Mohawk have already started their seasons off on the right foot with wins over Redeemer and Niagara, respectively. They now sit 1-0 atop the West. This team for Conestoga has that one into the netting. Service error going to Arthur Richard. Conestoga plays with such passion and they have such a unified attack. There's a lot of big hitters on this team. Belgrove and Callan set to be 2 major parts of that Conestoga offense. We're also seeing on the defensive side, Kroos does a great job of digging. Molink been rock solid all of last year as this one heads out of bounds. Back and forth to start this opening set. LeBlanc, the Cambridge native, a newcomer to this team, one of the middle blockers, set to assist here with Molink as those two look to be big bodies up on the front line for the Condors. This one going to be a net violation. Back and forth we continue to go. As a team last year, St. Clair totaled 11.32 kills per set as their offense was clicking on all cylinders. This one into the stands, kept alive as Callan goes and gets it. Soft attack from Molink, gets it. Great play by Callan, never giving up on the play as he raced towards the sidelines right in front of the stands, keeping it alive. Molink volleying it over the block and right in on the line. His first kill and Conestoga's first. This one leaking back over. Will stay on St. Clair's side. Good reception and dig from Belgrove. Backcourt attack from Callan, who will just miss the mark. Ket's coming back to serve now for the first time in this match. In his second year with the club, he played in 17 matches last year for the team, 56 kills, as he also had 4 assists going along with that. 4 aces. As he will continue his tenure. St. Clair came into the postseason ranked 8th in the West and shocked the volleyball world, knocking out Georgian on the road. They would do the same to the Condors later on that month. But as we mentioned, Conestoga won the meetings between these two clubs, winning 6 of 7 sets played in those 2 clashes. Evan Kritz stepping back, talked to him pregame. He says this team is absolutely ready to go. Last season is in the rearview mirror. They've learned what they need to, and they are back. Great save from Hackbart getting under that ball. Quick transition to Callan, but it's received nicely by Ket. Back and forth we continue to go. Lead changing hands a couple of times. It's going to now be in favor of St. Clair. And that's going to put back the ever dangerous Cale Wilkinson. And punching it over on 2 was Kraus. We've seen him do that a number of times. This one going to go out of bounds.